Well, they figured out the problem. It's been a few weeks since they were last here, and it wasn't a cheap fix, but we were super blessed to have these people come into our lives at the time that they did. We have tried to fix this well for almost 3 years now. Not only could we not afford it, we just couldn't find anybody to figure out what the actual problem was. These guys are such a huge blessing in so many ways. I am so excited to see if we can get running water again. Well, it looks like everything is being hooked up successfully. It looks like the new pump is about to go in. So they'll drop that, I think 740 feet. And then they got to put all that, all the piping back in that y'all watched a couple weeks ago get taken out. They left that sitting out because they knew they would be back once they figured out what the problem was. So fingers crossed, y'all. Are we going to have running water again without having to haul it in? So Nathan came to the front door when they left, and he was giving me updates about what he did. He took me over to the well house, and he showed me that he put a new, I think he said a 2-horse box, because we have a 2-horse pump. Before we had a 2-horse pump and a 1.5 horse box, I think is what he said. I don't know. This is not my language. So I'll show you guys. So I believe that's the new box, and he rewired it and showed me everything underneath is brand new. Earlier when we went over everything, it was sitting at 60 PSI. He said it's supposed to sit between 40 and 60, and it clicks itself off when it reaches a certain level. So everything is brand new, and he went ahead and he routed it to the... So let me explain first. So back when our well originally went out, Lewis had to put the cisterns up, and he kind of piped everything into the well house, and he left the well, or I think he rerouted where the well water was going to one of the outside spigots. So when we put up the cistern, he wired that and routed that to go to the other spigot. So we have 2 outside, and so this was Lewis had this connected to the broken well, so that's kind of how we were testing to see if it was still pulling in water. So technically the well is still hooked up. Nothing happened when the well went out, other than we just had to reroute everything and start using the cistern. The well stuff was still in place. So Nathan came and said that he just put everything back the way my husband had it, and so everything is back to how it should be. Well is rerouted to, or is routed back to the spigot here that we had. And the blue one is routed to the cistern. That's how we use the hose, is we use the hose from the cistern. As you can see, before Nathan came, this was not dripping. We're gonna have to fix the drip, obviously, but that's a good sign. As far as I know, he said, we are back in business and we have running water. So I have yet to test it since he left. So I'm gonna come over here and get a bucket and put it underneath, and we are gonna see if we get water. Well, it's not coming out at the best angle, but y'all, that's well water. Today, Nathan went ahead and he put that brand new pump down in there and put all the piping back. And now our pump had to be special ordered from his warehouse over in Colorado. And apparently the pump that is now down in the well specializes in heavily oiled water. We have a lot of oil and a lot of junk in our well water. And so he knew that in order to keep this pump running for years to come, it was going to have to handle what type of water it was pushing through. So the pump is down, all of the piping is put back. He went in the well house and he double checked everything. We have a 2-horse box for a 2-horse pump now, and we still have the safety net. A few years back when our other pump went, we went ahead and installed a box, which essentially shuts everything down if we do run dry. Nathan doesn't foresee that being a problem. He said he fixed everything properly, and but if it does, if we do for some reason run the well dry, this box will shut everything off so we won't burn out the pump. So the well is hooked up to this spigot, and the cistern is all piped to this spigot. And I think what Lewis is gonna do, you can see from the inside, that goes to what Lewis has for the cistern, and this is all piped for the well, the new pressure gauge and wiring and breakers and everything. He installed that new box over there. So we are set as far as well water goes, but I'm pretty sure Lewis wants to hook up a hose to this, the well spigot, and then just let it fill the cistern. Obviously that would take quite some time, but it's already here. We don't have to haul in water. We don't have to go anywhere. And so it might take a little bit longer than our current pump and water situation, but it's already here on the property. It's free water. We don't have to go anywhere. So I'm pretty sure that's what Lewis wants to do. I cannot even tell y'all how exciting it's going to be to look out and see that the cistern is running low and say, let's go fill it with the hose instead of having to run all the way to Oklahoma. Today is the day. We're going to test out a couple different options as far as extracting the well water and getting it into the cistern and filtration and all that. So right now Lewis is at the store. He is going to, we have filters, and he said he's going to go get a different kind, because I think that's the kind of filter we have for like the cistern setup, but the well side of everything in the well house, he needs to go get I think one of those paper filters like you use for a swimming pool, I think is what he has set up. That's what that is. That's the setup we had for the well, and then that just got shut down when the well went. So he's going to grab a paper filter, and I think what we're going to do is filter the well water as it's coming out, so that way it's a little bit cleaner going into the cistern. And then once it's in the cistern, from the cistern into the well house, that's filtered before coming into the house. So fingers crossed that it's not super oily and that we can get somewhat decent water, and then hopefully we can get this filled, because we're sitting at about 100 gallons and another inch or so of water gone. It will no longer hit the PVC pipe that is at the very bottom, and then we will start running dry, and we'll have to turn the pump and everything off. So he is working as quickly as he can so we don't have to run over to Oklahoma and get another 600 gallons of city water.
Their powers combined.
Does that have to stay outside?
No, I'm just testing the theory. That is going to get mounted straight on the line.
Oh, I got you.
That's going to go right here. So it's going to come up.
That's the
It's gonna
well?
go through the filter.
That's the well piping?
Yes.
And you're going to put that filter directly on the well line?
Say that again.
You're putting this filter outside right now? On
Yes.
the well line?
That filter, that little sediment filter is going to go right here.
Okay.
I'm going to snip it. And it's going to go right there.
Uh-huh.
And then it's going to go in and out of there. Now, if I want to pipe it into the main line, pretty much all I have to do is combine these two together and put a shut off here and a shut off there.
Right.
That'd be good to go.
Didn't Nathan say we can pull from both and it wouldn't hurt anything? Didn't he say we could pull from the cistern and the well simultaneously? Or did I mishear
You can
him?
hook up both tanks.
Oh, that's what he said.
But you can run it through both tanks.
Gotcha.
So. But yeah.
These look like big spools of yarn.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
That's wild.
Yeah, I found
So this is the well water you just pumped out?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not... Compared to what we used to get, that's not bad at all. What's this for? The little one?
Compared to this.
Is that the little one? Oh, God, what is that?
That's the well water.
Oh, before?
Before the filtration. Now.
Oh, my God. That was last night?
That was the first night.
Gross.
I didn't do anything with it last night.
I'd say that's significantly better.
Just kidding.
Remix.
He ate the wires because he's just a bad boy.
So, whoa. Is it not tightening?
I think there's a bad gasket.
Oh, I got a sprinkler now.
Hang on. There's a bad gasket, I think. Or the gasket's not on. How'd the gasket go?
It's not even on. It's not a bad gasket. It's a gone gasket.
What the flip? Hang on. Yeah, there's a little flip. Already catching.
So it'll go through there, essentially.
It'll go through there.
And then you got the hose hooked up to go into the
Go
cistern.
tank, and when it comes to go into the house, it's going to get filtered in.
Filtered through the well filter, and then into the cistern, and filtered through the cistern filter. So we should be good. I mean, we don't drink this water anyway, so for flushing and cleaning and bathing, it's not going to be awful. Did the gasket just disappear? It's just gone. It's so weird. Well, it's been about a week since they fixed our well, and to be honest, I didn't expect it to be going like this. It permanently stays in the cistern, load up the trailer and haul it to Oklahoma and go to the fire station, and we're gonna put that filter directly on the well piping in the well house. So this coming year, we've got big plans on our property. This is something that I have wanted to do for as long as we've lived here. Y'all, I am so excited for what is in this package. I've been waiting a couple of weeks for it. And I'm not just excited because it's something that benefits me. I'm excited because it's going to be something that also benefits y'all.